All right, let's get started here. Hello, everyone. My name is Cade Malkin. I'm a technical support representative, or TSR, here at Paladin. And today we're just going to be looking at some new features in Paladin, some quality of life enhancements. We've got some Paladin Point of Sale enhancements, some PaladinGo enhancements, integrations, workflow, some pretty cool stuff. So let's jump right in and take a look at what's new. We have got just an overview here. We'll start with FastQuery, new AI-powered inventory and product information integration. Very cool, pretty widely requested feature. We'll discuss some rounding cash transactions, some improvements to our nickel-based rounding, and some improvements to quoting and stored invoices. We have also got some improvements to PaladinGo, including a new mobile checkout through triPOS, new delivery capabilities, audio instructions, some location enhancements as well. So let's start with our FastQuery improvements. We have got, if it'll let me go to the next slide here. I think that my PowerPoint's frozen here. There we go. Cool. FastQuery. FastQuery is an AI-powered Copilot that connects directly to Paladin Point of Sale and PaladinGo with our new integration. It gives employees quick access to inventory information and product details in a very user-friendly format. One of the biggest benefits here is an improvement to the speed and quality of service our stores can provide. It basically makes it much more approachable to access your data. And you can also have it format your data in ways that are much more specific to any given store's needs. Instead of navigating through multiple screens or relying on more complex reporting, employees can quickly get answers to common questions. It makes a pretty big difference for new hires. It allows them to assist customers more confidently, reach productivity levels closer to experienced staff much sooner. It helps improve consistency across the team, enhances customer experience, providing accurate information faster. Super cool tool. In the age of AI, we've got a lot of stores that are very interested in AI capabilities. So this is sort of our current offering for that. Yeah, but that's what I have for that. We've got some improvements for rounding to the nearest nickel. A lot of our stores experience challenges related to cash transactions, decreasing availability of pennies. We introduced a nickel rounding feature to help stores combat this. We recently improved the feature. Previously, the system would prefer to round down to the nearest nickel almost exclusively, regardless of the penny value of the sale. This recent improvement lets our stores have more control over the feature, specifically dictating which values will round up or down. Before, if you had a transaction ending in 1, 2, 3, 4 cents, it would round down to 0, and ending in 6, 7, 8, 9, it would round down to 5. You can now set it up so that you could have values ending in 1 and 2 round down to 0, 3 and 4 round up to 5, 6 or 7 round down to 5, and 8 or 9 round up. You could also have 1, 2, 3, or 4 round up, or 6, 7, 8, or 9 round up. You've got exact control over everything. For stores in regions where penny rounding is more common, this can create a smoother experience for employees and customers. We have some quoting improvements. Many of our stores with customers who are repeatedly purchasing similar products, be it like a package that they typically go for a project with, or any standard or template of items that they will buy in a bundle. They are repeatedly purchasing for recurring products. As a result, quotes often serve as templates that employees want to reuse rather than recreate from scratch. So to support that, we have a no delete function labeled as no DEL for delete. And this allows stores to retain and modify previous quotes and invoices for future use. So now you can select a quote, finish the invoice, and it retains the quote in your saved quotes. So it's a small feature, but it's definitely super handy. The result is faster quote creation, fewer data entry errors, more efficient customer service. It's, big quality of life change for sure. Next, another quoting improvement. We have a stored invoice preview function. So previously, you wouldn't really be able to tell what was in any stored invoice besides, just starting from the name or memo. Now there's a magnifying glass next to any stored quote. If you click and hold down on that magnifying glass, you can instantly preview the transaction without fully opening it. So you don't need to worry about opening it into invoice quote and then, whoops, I opened the wrong one. Got to close it completely, open a different one. Now it's super easy to tell which one you're opening. Small enhancement, but it can save considerable time when searching through multiple stored invoices or quotes. We've also added a helpful on-screen instructions, a learn more option. It's a little bit difficult to see, but there's a blue preview icon up next to I guess it's next to the memo there. If you click on that, it'll explain the feature and go through it. Yeah, it can make your everyday navigation through the quote module pretty easy and more efficient. A little bit of a minor update here, specifically for stores using Do It Best e-commerce. We've slightly changed the way that we report taxes on that, so it's something to be aware of. Previously, sales tax associated with buy online, pick up in store orders appeared in the comparative revenue report under other tax. Since those taxes are collected by the Do It Best e-commerce platform rather than Paladin Point of Sale, the reporting has been updated to more accurately reflect that distinction. Just to maximize clarity on that, those amounts will now appear as external tax within the comparative revenue report rather than other. This change provides better reporting clarity, helps stores more easily understand where taxes were collected and processed. So for Do It Best stores using Do It Best e-commerce or buy online, pick up in store, something to be aware of. Onto our PaladinGo updates. So PaladinGo already allows employees to complete sales anywhere they have an internet connection. Previously, we offered this through Blockship, and now we have a very similar functionality with triPOS. So this functionality uses a portable card reader called the Link 2500 LE. It can be purchased on our web store now to securely process payments while maintaining the mobility and flexibility that PaladinGo provides. So for our stores currently on the triPOS system, it's a super seamless integration. You can get this device on our web store, and then we have a knowledge base article on getting it set up. You can also contact support at any time too, and they can give you a hand. So, if you're looking to support curbside sales, outdoor events, garden centers, mobile checkout in any capacity, pretty much, this enhancement empowers our triPOS stores to do that. We recently added a PaladinGo delivery module. This is another pretty highly requested feature. We've got, it works very similarly to how Mobile 2 delivery worked, but now it's sort of all in one with PaladinGo, which is fantastic. It allows users to view and manage deliveries that were scheduled in Paladin in the point of sale. Drivers and delivery personnel can enter notes, take photos, collect customer signatures directly from the mobile device through PaladinGo. The module also supports quantity adjustments during delivery when necessary, with automatic crediting handled through a new invoice. Store staff can monitor delivery status in real time, see notes and photos captured in the field. And this creates improved communication between delivery teams and store personnel while providing better documentation of completed deliveries. Very similar to another feature that we had, which was mobile to delivery, but it's sort of reformatted for PaladinGo and more convenient in that way. Another PaladinGo improvement that we have, we've expanded the audio instruction guidance in the PaladinGo application. This works very similarly to our RF unit. If you've used any of those for stores that have used RF units in the past, we now have audio instructions labeled as voice prompts in the PaladinGo settings. And these alerts can notify users about overstock situations, shrinkage concerns, low inventory levels, opportunities to clear excess stock. Just when you're flying through your inventory with PaladinGo, and it's just super handy to have something quick that'll notify you audibly without having to read through the entire item's inventory information. So super convenient in that way. Because the information is delivered audibly, employees can remain focused on their tasks without constantly checking the screen. Audio instructions can be enabled through the settings module, allowing you to choose whether it fits your needs. And that is pretty much all that I have for the new features. If you want more information, we've got tons of resources available on our help portal, as well as some new knowledge base articles on a lot of these features, FastQuery, round to nearest nickel. Recording this webinar will be available on the Paladin portal. We have a webinar page there, and the link to it is at the bottom of this slide. This slide will be available on that page as well, or this PowerPoint presentation will be available on that page as well. So with that, we can go to Q&A. If anyone has any questions, feel free to send them in the chat. I will take a look at that. Bring that over here. If we got any questions, I'll just sort of leave the floor open for a few minutes. We can go back to the overview here. But if we don't have any questions in a few minutes, then we should be pretty much good to wrap up here, I think. Dana Bradshaw asks if we have fixed the penny situation on the end of day reporting. That is a good question. I'm not super in the loop as far as that issue specifically. I am aware it's something that we're actively investigating. But for more information as to the status on that, I'd probably recommend just reaching out directly to our support team, and they'll have the most up-to-date information as to where we're at on getting that fixed. Michael asks, do best store. Can you find the part added for that? I am not too sure what context you mean that in. The part added for, we had the do best specific. We talking about the part of the comparative revenue report? Should be here. It looks like it's down towards the bottom under an external tax field. If that's what you're referring to. Probably go for a couple more minutes here and then we'll wrap up. Cool. Looks like we're just gonna wrap it up. Sounds good. The next webinar that we've got, it will be announced on, or well, it has yet to be announced, but it should be on September 1st at 9 a.m. Additional details and registration will be posted on the webinar portal. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I've got. So thank you for attending this webinar, and see you all in the next one. Thank you very much.